It's the Phoenix Suns. And the Philadelphia 76ers. It's the NBA, and it's live right here on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan, and by my side, Greg Anthony and Brent Berry. And from the sideline, David Aldridge. Here's Paul.
Chris Paul.
And, yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim. A couple of great big men in the middle tonight, Greg. Center matchups are far from traditional these days, but this should be fun to watch.
Especially, Kevin, once you get into the small ball lineups. I mean, we've seen guys as short as P.J. Tucker play the 5.
Now here's Booker after the miss from Joel Embiid. Kicks it out to Paul. Over Maxey. Just 5 to shoot. It's Crowder on the wing. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. Here's Maxey. Harden right side. He gets that one.
James Harden.
And that's a nice play. Harden sure knows how to use that body handling inside.
And it's Harden with the ball for Philadelphia. Last season, Embiid posted career highs as a scorer. And Greg, he did it with unbelievable efficiency.
And how about hovering around that coveted 50-40-90 club? What's amazing is how comfortable he looks. The defense is never able to speed him up.
DeAndre Ayton.
And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in.
Chris Paul came into the league playing unselfish, continues to do so. What a dime. Just can make it so much easier for your teammate when you throw that lead pass that gets to him right on the money, whether that's on the run or in the shooting pocket.
To the paint. Now, here is Harden after the miss from Jay Crowder.
And arguably no one in the NBA draws more attention than Harden. Part of why he creates so many opportunities for others. Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Here's Embiid. And the rejection by Ayton.
Well, Ayton flashing some good movement there and great timing.
Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Pass to Crowder. On the wing, Booker. Over Harden. A nice shot by Booker.
Now, how smooth is Devin Booker's J right there, and inside the arc he nails it.
And here are the 76ers now. Here's Harden. And he goes big with the dunk right over Mikal Bridges.
And this is how a floor leader makes a statement. Harden just put the other team on notice.
Defense is tough as it comes right there. He's a hard man to deny when he gets the ball to the rim.
And Embiid throws it down.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
He's so good at getting to the rim. Maybe tries to get a little bit too cute with that one. I thought he'd lay it straight up and in. Catching the lead pass at full speed. Terrific anticipation. And the delivery on time, on target.
And if you want to talk about a player who embodies the power game, then Embiid's your man. You know you're going to get some strong finishes anytime he's on the court. And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
Well, he's going to just keep going now. That's early confidence for him.
On the wing, Bridges. Booker up top. Pass to Bridges. Back to Booker. A miss that time. Would have put him up. And stolen by Ayton. Now here's Crowder. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
Here's Thibault. Back to Harden. Thibault with the ball. The 76ers again can't hit it. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Tyrese Maxey. That's his first foul. 6 seconds left in the first. Here's Paul. In the corner, it's Bridges.
Mikal Bridges.
And that's a shot Bridges needs to just keep sinking. You can see his confidence growing.
1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And from what we've seen, guys, from Phoenix, what do you guys see?
Well, this is the edge that great rim protection can give you.
Yeah, you can't be careless with your shot selection out there because some of them are getting thrown back.
It's Harden with the drive. And the jam by Harden.
And on the drive, Harden just so tricky to guard. No one wants to risk handing him a foul.
Tobias Harris.
And there's the call on Tobias Harris. That is his first foul of the game. Ball outside. Just 5 on the clock. Right side Crowder. Good, and Paul gets the assist. Crowder's got 5 now.
Yeah, these defenders had better start closing down on shooting. And Chris Paul still a great defender. Fantastic positioning.
Well, not only the positioning, but if you watch Chris Paul, he's calling out every option of every play that every offense is running in the NBA. That kind of intelligence gives the rest of his group incredible confidence. From the very beginning, Chris Paul has been one of the most disruptive point guards defensively the league has ever seen.
Devin Booker.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, the three-point shot of Mikal Bridges seemed to abandon him early in his NBA career. Coach Monty Williams said he developed a hitch in his release. Bridges got in the lab with the coaching staff, changing his shot midway through season 2. The results speak for themselves. Guys?
He had a career year shooting, that's for sure. I admire his work ethic. D.A., thank you. And the 76ers decide to take their first time out here. Brett, you always want DeAndre Ayton to play more aggressively, don't you?
Well, it's when he's at his best, especially when he's down low and using his frame. He's kind of like, you know, this young kid that doesn't realize how big he is, but he's starting to understand how much his size can impact what he can do on both ends of the floor.
Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played so far. It's Harden with the drive. Drops in the layup for two. Harden's got 4 points this quarter.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 coming from inside the paint.
Johnson outside. On deep. Pass to Paul. Crowder with it. Some nice ball movement here by the Suns. And here's Maxey. Here's Jordan. One up, one down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
Yeah, you could pretty much say that DeAndre Jordan's going to get a lot of his points right there, trolling around the rim.
Chris Paul.
And Chris Paul picks up the foul. That's his first foul. Quarter two and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Here's Harden. Oh, and James Harden throws it down hard.
And once Harden has momentum behind him, watch out. I love seeing the beard flush it down there with some power.
Pass to Crowder. That shot no good. And Philadelphia the other way now. And there's the foul on Jay Crowder. That's his first foul. After a whistle, we often see players demanding their coach challenge the call. Greg, were there plays you wish you could have challenged in your career?
Oh, goodness, absolutely. But the game was just so different back then, and we had other ways of resolving issues and letting the refs know when we maybe didn't appreciate a call.
And taken away by Johnson. With three, Booker. Another three for Phoenix. And now we'll get a perspective here on the hustle game. How it's been going for the Suns.
They've come out in attack mode on the defensive end. They've applied pressure and forcing turnovers.
Over in the corner, Green. Pass to Maxey. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Jordan. It's hauled in by the Suns. Here's Johnson. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in.
Chris Paul.
Now it's a 3-point Suns lead. Now the 76ers with it. Timeout called the 76ers.
Giving up a run here. Can they turn it around?
Hard to say right now. At this point, I've seen the coaches run through 2 or 3 iterations of defense. Is there a fourth? I'm not sure.
And Phoenix making a change here. 59 seconds left in the first half of basketball. On the wing, Green. To halt the run. Pass to Thibault. And there's the drive. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Go into the rack with energy. And the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, gotta chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
There's some ways to get your coach's attention, and that draws the coaching staff's ire.
Now here's Paul. Here's McGee. Off target from 3-point range. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. And there's the foul. It's on Cameron Johnson. That's his first foul. 19 seconds left now here in the second. McGee with the block. And they'll get another chance. Shot clock at 5. The 76ers need to get off a shot.
Awesome defense. Just outstanding effort to reach his big hands in there and just rip the ball away.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. 76ers trailing. Embiid in the corner. Here's Niang. Good on the three-point shot. Niang's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
And for a big man, Embiid sees the floor as well as any big. Recognizes when one of his guys has an opening for a shot.
Harris, no good. And here's Ayton. He'll bring it up for the Phoenix Suns. And the shot goes in.
That's a good find from Ayton, understanding the defensive scheme, and he just waited for his teammate to be open.
Ayton is a player who, Greg, occasionally shoots a three, but it's still a developing part of his game.
Yeah, you know, not the best numbers from outside. Does it to keep teams honest, but it's a far-fetched to say he can stretch a defense.
Thibault can't get it to go. Here's Paul. Kicks it out to Johnson. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Harden's shot is off.
Yeah, they're going to try to search out for somebody that's got a hot hand right now. 1 of 4 to start the half.
I love the unselfishness, and you know coaches do as well.
Well, not just coach, but you can see it in the teammates, the way that they look at him. They appreciate it when he shares the ball like that.
And this coaching staff loves to see that kind of aggression from Embiid. No hesitation on the jump shot. That's the mentality they want out of a big man.
Now here's Paul. And stolen by Thibault. It's Harden with the drive.
Cameron Johnson.
And there's the foul. It's on Cameron Johnson. That's foul number 2 for him. And the 76ers making a change here. Such a wide open look. And now a 3-point 76ers lead. No good from Booker. And so here is Philadelphia. Pass to Harris. And he makes good on the layup. Harris has got the lead up to 5 now for Philadelphia.
Harris at 6'9" is a big body, and the defense has got to do a better job of pushing him outside the paint.
Chris Paul.
Yeah, this is what you love about him, the confidence on that mid-range.
That's a staple of his offensive attack, and proving once again he can do some damage from that area.
And Philadelphia calls time here.
And with Chris Paul, he makes this team work, gets the most out of his teammates, and has done that wherever he's played.
And Phoenix making a change here. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Here's Maxey. And stolen by Ayton. And now Crowder running the floor all by himself.
Good hands by Ayton.
The 76ers lead it. As you said, Paul's teams often overachieve in the standings.
People still underestimate his impact. Sets up and improves his guys as well as anyone. And he's the engine to this whole operation.
Now here's Paul. Following the miss by DeAndre Jordan. And Ayton throws it down.
The defense gets physical, but Ayton doesn't seem to get knocked off of balance. That helps him to keep the focus.
Pass to Harris. A minute 20 left for the third. Here's Jordan. Rejected by Crowder.
DeAndre Jordan.
And there's the call on DeAndre Jordan. That is his first foul of the game. 1:12 left in the third. Oh, Ayton in position.
DeAndre Ayton.
Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
Chris Paul.
Just great hands for Ayton to time that one.
Ayton with it. Now guarded by Booker. Pass to Niang. To the inside. Jordan. And DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
Beautiful reverse jam right there.
Use the rim to protect the ball, I think.
Yeah, Ayton out there playing poker with the flush.
44 seconds left in the third quarter. Here's Harden. Goes to the first layup and pops it in. Harden's got 12 in the game.
Man, he's got such a great touch and feel around the basket. He made that reverse look easy.
Pass to Ayton. That shot off. Good D by Jordan. It's Harden with the drive. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Tobias has a good frame and has good strength. I like to see him go in there and put it to good use on the offensive glass.
We'll see if they can finally hold on to a lead. It's been back and forth all night.
Well, you can tell they really want to increase this lead. They can't keep letting them take it from them.
Timeout call, the Suns. In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this timeout also the time for players to get rehydrated or hydrate for the first time with some Gatorade. Plenty of basketball still to be played here, and they have to get recharged.
That's a great point. Without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a game. And that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have got to be hydrated.
Timeout call, the Suns.
And as things present themselves throughout a game, teams have to adapt on the fly.
And timeouts are a wonderful opportunity to just settle in and recollect the thoughts of your entire team. Not just the guys playing, but the entire team.
We've reached the end of the third quarter. Just a terrific game so far. Sun. And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the fourth quarter in what is still anybody's ballgame. The Suns leading. Paul looking over the floor. Back to Ayton. And that one goes. Feeding him with the lead pass.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Down low. Here's Thibault. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
Cutting into that deficit now, well within striking distance.
Just much sharper out there. You can see guys getting in tune. It's not about playing harder. Sometimes it's just about playing smarter.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. Harden outside. Poke loose. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Vital basket there. This is just the time and really just the situation when he looks to take over.
Paul goes in. Pass to Booker. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Tyrese Maxey. That's foul number 2 for him. And here is Paul. The 3. Maxey grabs the miss. Over in the corner, Green. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. And the 76ers lead by 1. Booker outside. Ayton inside. Tries again. And Embiid with the block.
Width plus agility. Great recipe for blocking shots. Embiid's one of the best to do it. And sometimes as a point guard, you gotta take things into your own hands.
Yeah, right. It's okay to be selfish when you have a chance like that.
Well, if he's calling his own number, there's a reason for it. There you respect the decision-making from him out there. Well, he got off to a terrific start from the perimeter, but in the second half, he can't seem to build on that early success.
Inside. And they get it. And Ayton with the layup. Ayton's got 14 points here in the second half.
Has he risen to the challenge down the stretch, or what? 3 of 4 here in the fourth.
Harden gets the bucket.
And this is what great players do. Harden understanding how to deliver in a big moment.
Back to Paul. Bridges outside. Booker outside. Clock at 6. A three-pointer, no good. The 76ers leading by 3. In the corner, Harden. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
So lethal from beyond the perimeter. Harden is smart at recognizing when he should shoot from there.
In the corner, it's Bridges. It's hauled in by the 76ers.
Not a bad shot from the mid-range, but D's giving it to him, and he's usually got an eye in that kind of range.
And the basket by Harden.
And on the offensive end, Harden can be such a monster. So far, he's had little trouble finding his shots.
Pass to Ayton. 20 feet out. That shot, no good. And it's Philadelphia the other way. Now Embiid. From deep, Green. Rebounded by DeAndre Ayton. And here's Booker from the arc. Phoenix, no good that time either. Ayton with it. Bridges covering. Harden outside. Up again.
Hi, and thanks for joining us on 2K Sports NBA action. It's coming up. This is Brian Anderson, joined courtside by Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg. Our reporter. Tonight, Allie LaForce. It'll be the Celtics off the tip. Here's Brown. Excellent D there from Embiid.
That's exactly the look they wanted, guys. Right guy, right play, wrong result.
Got the ball where he wanted it, but then got swarmed.
And over his career, Grant, Al Horford has continued to improve his outside shot.
I mean, he really has. He came into the league as a low block bruiser. 8 years in, he adjusted and added a three-point shot, and he has been a reliable player from outside since then.
Here's Harden. The Celtics making their last shot. Pass to Tatum. Can't get it to drop. So Philadelphia will take it the other way. Outside Harden. Here's Embiid. Horford covering. And stolen by Williams. And finished off by Tatum.
Yeah, I tell you what, Tatum really good at getting out in transition and taking advantage of what the defense gives you.
Here's Harden. Smart with the defensive effort. Almost 2 minutes into the first here. Brown with it. Now guarded by Harris. Back to Williams. Shakes him. Good. And Brown gets the assist.
Boy, Brown not just a super athlete, folks, but he's got excellent skills as well. A tremendous floor general.
Time called here. The 76ers decide to talk it over. And the emergence of Jaylen Brown's ability to take over at the offensive end, Grant, it's been a joy to watch.
Oh, such a joy. I mean, his improvement as a ball handler may be the biggest reason. He can drive the ball either direction now, create the space he needs for his jumper, and he's no longer a turnover waiting to happen.
Now Philadelphia with it. Searching for their first points of the game. Harris outside. Fires in the triple.
Yeah, you know, the three-point range Harris has added to his game makes him that much harder to defend. He always is somebody you've got to be aware of.
Pass to Harden. And there's the drive. And then Harden with the jam.
Adding insult to injury with the dunk off the steal.
Nice to see a good play on D. That led to some fireworks.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense.
To the middle. Shot clock at 6. It's stolen by Thibault. Outside Harden. Out to Harris. Back to Harden. And it's going to be a 3-second call.
Daniel Tice. Grant Williams.
The Celtics with the lead.
White. Peyton Pritchard.
1:52 left in the first quarter of the game. Here's Brown. And Brown with the stuff.
Hey, I don't think there's any excuse for allowing Brown to get that deep. I mean, he's brilliant at throwing it down if the defense doesn't stop him.
Showing off the dribble move. Able to create for himself. I love it. High value assist there. Finding him inside for the finish.
And then Harden with the jam.
Ferociousness from Harden.
Oh my! Throw it down.
Awesome. Brown with that amazing athleticism, putting on a show out there with jams like that.
And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
Attacking in the painted area. Clearly that was their game plan coming in.
James Harden.
To the inside. Here's Tice. And the officials called goaltending, so they'll award the basket.
Yeah, it was just a little late. I mean, he thought he got there, but the ref saw it otherwise.
There's 42 seconds left to play in the first. Outside Harden. And the 76ers another three.
Learning to play off the ball with the guys like Westbrook and CP3 and Kyrie. Harden sinking the jumper.
And it's going to be out of bounds. Boston will have another go. And Philadelphia calls time here.
Your Sixer dance team. DeAndre Jordan.
And so it's Boston with it. Tice into the lane. And finished off by Tice.
He may give up a little size, but has the bounce to hold his own.
Here's Jordan. Tipped. Takes it inside. Harris. Soft touch off the glass. Harris has got 5 points.
Harris has really become much more adept at finishing hard shots. Great focus there.
Williams from long range. Some great action here early as we end the first quarter in a tie. Don't go away. We'll be back momentarily. If you're just joining us, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. All right, guys, what's your take on the Sixers so far?
It's simple. When you can protect the rim the way they have, it's a big advantage.
Yeah, you know, you have a guy in there blocking a bunch of shots or multiple players blocking shots. It causes the offense to think twice when they go up for shots in there.
And Grant, you were named co-rookie of the year alongside Jason Kidd back in '95. Something that's only happened 3 times in NBA history.
Yeah, I'm still bitter about that. I was robbed. Jason knows that. Everyone knows that. Nah, Jason and I, we are good friends. We joke about this all the time, but it was really an honor to share this award with someone of his caliber. Really one of the true greats to ever play in the NBA. But I was still robbed.
And the vertical that Brown has is quite impressive. As relentless a finisher that you'll find in this league.
Oh, and a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
And that's gotta hurt. A turnover for a free run at the rim.
And now we know who has the momentum.
You know, those kinds of plays can be difference makers, game changers, momentum shifters, especially in a close contest where 1 or 2 possessions can impact the outcome.
Horford with a steal. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Harris. Here's Tatum. Pass to Pritchard. Back to Tatum. Now Williams.
Good challenge that time by Embiid, using all that length quite well.
They're finding ways to get the ball into the paint. 5 consecutive buckets.
And on the flip side, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
Impressive one-hand slam right there, B.A.
Man, as long as he's confident about it, I'm good with it. Maybe use 2 hands next time. He knows where he is.
Somebody you can count on. He is an extremely reliable finisher.
All right, guys, what's your take on the hustle stats for the Celtics?
They've come out in full attack mode defensively, applying pressure and stealing it away repeatedly.
Harden with it. Guarded now by Williams. Embiid inside. Perfect night so far, 2 for 2.
Few players in the NBA strike fear into opponents, but Embiid is one of them because of his size, skill, and crazy strength. Boy, at the offensive end, his game is so impressive. I mean, he's a threat every time up the floor.
Ever since the back half of last year, Tatum's been on fire. Now, the game has slowed down for him, so he could play faster, but now he's become nearly unstoppable.
Robert Williams.
Nice one-handed jam. Simple and effective, B.A.
Hey, with the lead, I'm surprised he didn't come up with something a little more creative.
Well, I think he did plenty of damage nonetheless. I mean, it was only with one hand, but he still threw that down pretty hard.
What a finish. I mean, he just took over himself.
What a show of power right there from the point guard. Man, sweet.
And you know, guys, when your point guard is making explosive plays at the rim, I really do think it sets the tone for the rest of the team.
Inside. Here's Williams. Back to White. Pass to Williams. And he finishes. That makes him 4 out of 5. And, you know, in the under 25 club, Grant, some observers say they take Tatum over Doncic and others.
Well, Tatum's a big guy who's only getting bigger. His defense is almost on par now with his offense, and he has a possible MVP in his future.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
The Boston Celtics last year had the team's worst win percentage in the last 6 seasons. The front office admitted, as constituted, they were not a championship caliber team. Now, for this proud franchise, accustomed to competing deep into the playoffs, the question becomes, how do they get back on top?
Peyton.
Yeah, that's a big one. Good stuff there, Allie. Thanks.
Daniel.
This defense just can't stay connected to shooters.